Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some very exciting news. We have a new blog by Treyarch, Black Ops Cold War Zombies Gameplay Guide. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a look at this for the very first time in a video for you guys to see what's going on. So in just 2 weeks, Zombies fans around the world will get their hands on the first chapter of the Dark Aether story in Die Maschine on November 13th. At the official Zombies reveal in September, we laid out all the ways we're bringing classic Zombies gameplay elements to Black Ops Cold War, including the return of the Pack-a-Punch machine, wall buys, mystery box, perk machine jingles, the iconic ray gun, and more. We're also delivering a whole slate of gameplay innovations that work seamlessly together to make this year's offering our most compelling and replayable Zombies experience yet. That sounds amazing to me. So, we have perks and skill tiers. So, this is the first category. First, let's take a look at perks, specifically which ones you'll be able to collect and utilize at launch, how they work, and for the first time in Zombies history, how to upgrade them. So, we're going to be learning how to actually use these perks here directly from Treyarch. So, on launch day, you'll have 6 different Zombies perks to crack open: Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, Deadshot Daiquiri, and an all-new perk debuting in Black Ops Cold War, Elemental Pop. So I know a lot of people were speculating there was going to be a 6th perk, and that 6th perk is Stamina Up confirmed. No double tap in Black Ops Cold War Zombies thus far. Read on below for full descriptions of each base level perk at launch. So, Juggernog, increase maximum health by 50. That's interesting. Quick Revive, reduce the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%, reduce the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%. So basically the Black Ops 4 Quick Revive that we got last Zombies experience. So that's pretty cool. We have Speed Cola, increase reload speed by 15%. Stamina Up, increase run and sprint speed. Okay, yeah, that's Stamina Up. Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sights, moves to enemy critical location, remove scope sway. So Deadshot Daiquiri is a little bit different where it moves to an enemy critical location. So it may not be the head for certain enemies. It might be the body or something. That's very interesting. And Elemental Pop. Every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. That is awesome. So that's our alternate ammo types for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. While Zombies veterans will be familiar with the initial versions of most of our starting perks, Elemental Pop is something different. As we hinted at in our Zombies Reveal blog, this new perk is all about ammo mods. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance for a random base ammo mod to take effect against your target, an incredibly useful tool for when your back's up against the wall. So that sounds really good. Probably, Blast Furnace and Deadwire and Turned, that kind of thing coming back. But what happens when you want to take your perks to the next level? That's where all new skill tiers come in. Ooh, this is going to be awesome. Every perk can be permanently upgraded up to 3 levels. Permanently upgraded to 3 levels. So that means when you buy the perk and you upgrade it to level 3, then you'll be able to continually have that upgraded as the game goes on. I would imagine it ends once the game ends and you have to re-upgrade them with every other game. So that sounds really cool. So to upgrade your perks, you'll need to earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game or through successful exfiltration. What's more, you'll be able to upgrade skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes to help you stay alive even longer as you collect and invest more ethereal crystals. So this is really interesting. So exfiltration means ending the game. So since exfiltration means ending the game, when you upgrade these perks, it really is permanent. So even if the game ends, take back what I said just a couple seconds ago. You'll be upgrading your perks actually permanently. That's insane. Over time, you'll use these crystals to improve the tools in your arsenal, improving their damage and utility to help you reach higher rounds. As an example, upgrading the Elemental Pop perk to Tier 3 will grant the following effects. So Tier 1 upgrade to Elemental Pop. Equipment damage also has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. That's really cool. Reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20% at Tier 2. And Tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. Not entirely sure what that encompasses yet, but that sounds really cool to me. Oh, and don't worry, we'll be introducing more perks throughout the post-launch season. No guesses. Oh my gosh, dude. New perks. I'm excited. This perk system sounds really freaking cool. Very, very innovative, I think. Moving on to the weapon rarity system, it says, perks are essential, but let's be honest, survival in zombies is all about the weapons. In previous iterations, too many zombies players were left trying to figure out which of the weapons were the top tier for any given situation based on their wall buy prices or by rolling them from the mystery box and hoping for the best. Exactly. That is exactly how people have been playing zombies for all these years. I mean, roll the box with the Helion Salvo, roll the box for Homunculus, things like that. This time around, our new weapon rarity system gives every weapon a path to greatness. Here's how. Interesting, okay. Weapons come in 5 tiers of rarity: common / loadout, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Each tier increases the damage done by those weapons and will also determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. That's actually really interesting that the attachments are random for each of these rarity tiers. So for example, it says here, an uncommon weapon will feature around a 50% damage boost over its loadout version and comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version kicks up that to roughly 300% damage and comes stacked with 8 attachments. They didn't even mention Pack-a-Punch yet. So imagine you have a legendary weapon with 300% more damage plus Pack-a-Punch. Oh yeah, weapons are going to be powerful this year. And this is exactly my next question. But how does this affect wall buys in the mystery box? Doesn't this new system make those less effective? Let's continue to read here. Weapon rarities make wall buys in the mystery box even more worthwhile in Black Ops Cold War by giving players more options in any given game. Buying your favorite weapon off the wall is now different every time with random attachments thrown in the mix. That's awesome, actually. And the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling high rarity weapons as the rounds get higher. Thank you, Treyarch. You don't know how many times I've been wasting rounds trying to get the one weapon I want out of the mystery box. This is a fantastic implementation. Good on you guys. That's awesome. This creates a new layer of strategy to keep in mind as the match goes on. What happens if you hit the jackpot in your first spin of the mystery box and get an epic magnum at round 10, and then roll an uncommon AK-74U on your very next spin? Let's just say you're more comfortable with SMGs, but you know your damage potential will become lower as a result of switching. Which one do you keep? Very interesting question there, getting more into the meta of zombies, which I'm definitely very excited for, that zombies is going to have what looks to be a very in-depth meta this year. So it says, previously, if you found a strong weapon in the mystery box, you had very little motivation to return. Now, even if you roll a weapon that you're happy with in the early game, you can return 10 rounds later and try to roll the legendary version. The mystery box also now includes support items such as the sentry turret and war machine, which always come in handy. So that's very interesting. So you have an uncommon AK-74U, you can return 10 rounds later and pick up the legendary AK-74U, which is definitely very interesting, I think. To quote Treyarch's lead zombie system designer, Kevin Drew, I've been playing zombies for 10 years, and this is the most excited I've ever been when opening the mystery box. I'm right there with you, Kevin Drew. I'm pretty excited to use the mystery box this year as well. So the next category here is custom loadouts. We're getting a plethora of information here, guys. As you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm getting really excited for this game. So let's just keep reading. Because we're bringing everything further to unify progression across multiplayer and zombies in Black Ops Cold War, this was the team's first chance to fully deliver custom loadouts in zombies. First and foremost, empowering players to bring all of their unlocked weapons and cosmetics into zombies takes the action up a notch and gets everyone into higher rounds faster. This gives players more freedom to play their way, especially for those who want to get a better feel for how much fun zombies can be after the first few rounds. That's fantastic. Get more people involved, more people wanting to play zombies and have fun. Loadouts don't change the classic zombies formula as much as you might think. However, if starting out with a classic 1911 pistol is your jam, go for it. This is exactly my point. I've seen a lot of people complain that starting out with an SMG or a sniper or a shotgun is going to ruin the experience of zombies. It doesn't have to be ruined for you. You can start with the M1911 pistol. I'm going to go ahead and start with an assault rifle. You know, it's just how we play the game, and I think that's fantastic. The design team carefully considered how loadouts would affect weapon progression, gameplay, and as such, loadouts in zombies are simplified compared to those in multiplayer. That's awesome to hear as well. You can only bring in a single weapon and field upgrade with your zombies loadout. Furthermore, that single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but will be the lowest rarity available, common. So basically, that's your starting weapon. It's not going to have any increased damage, unlike the 300% increased damage legendary variant that you're going to have to spend the mystery box for. This means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you'll still need to get out there and find other weapons quickly. You can also upgrade the rarity of your loadout weapon in game, or any weapon for that matter, so you can keep your customized loadout weapon into higher rounds if that's more your style. So that's fantastic. I mean, at least you can upgrade your starting weapon, which is also appreciated. We have another category of information here. Field upgrades in zombies are entirely different from those found in multiplayer, and for good reason. These are tools designed to fit the narrative of Black Ops Cold War's Dark Aether story and provide a welcome power spike as a part of the core combat loop without making players OP in the process. So, here we have the list of them. We have Frost Blast. Create a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. So basically Winter's Wail. So Winter's Wail is now a field upgrade, which I think is a great idea. We have Healing Aura. Summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal full health. So a Staff of Ra variant that we saw back in Black Ops 4, that's going to be Healing Aura. We have the Energy Mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. That's awesome. We have Ring of Fire. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage, lasts 15 seconds. This one sounds really freaking cool, actually. I want to use that one first. And then we have Aether Shroud. Phase into the dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. So Aether Shroud is going to be in plain sight, but instead of lasting 10 seconds like in plain sight does, this is only 5 seconds, which is a very interesting change. The design of these field upgrades take inspiration from several action-based abilities in previous Zombies games, including certain gobblegums, elixirs, and even some non-passive perks. Exactly what I said. That Frost Blast attack up here sounded like Winter's Wail to me. Aether Shroud is basically in plain sight. Each one is balanced with an appropriate number of zombie kills required to charge it. For example, Healing Aura has the upgraded ability to revive players in the map remotely, but requires double the kills to charge than offensive-based field upgrades such as Energy Mine, which is a fantastic way to balance it out, actually. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this system progresses and evolves and how it actually works in the game when we get to play it. When you load into a match, you're going to want to have one of these field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up. Coordinate with the rest of your team before a match to make sure you've got a good balance of offense, defense, and support field upgrades to help everyone survive as long as possible. Again, this whole new meta of zombies is definitely something that's very interesting, where you're going to have to really strategize this year, and I think that's really cool. Okay, there's still a lot of information to cover here, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we're about halfway through this article. We have the armor and salvage system now, replacing the crafted shield of previous zombies experiences. Ooh, interesting. Armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. So we had the armor system back in World War II zombies, and that one wasn't very good. So we'll see what happens with this armor system in this game. Armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using salvage. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. Interesting. Although armor is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armor shard dropped from certain enemies, it's a finite resource, and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a Carpenter power-up. Thank you for carrying over Carpenter's Repair, some sort of defense mechanism from Black Ops 4. That's awesome. Armor can also be upgraded to additional levels, increasing its damage, mitigation, and durability. You're going to need it as rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, even when paired with an upgraded Juggernog perk, no amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as the rounds get higher and higher and the challenge increases. Very true, but this armor system sounds very interesting. I really don't have that much of an opinion of it right now, but this Carpenter thing is pretty cool, and the salvage thing, we'll have to see what that entails. but I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be about yet. And now, one of the big question marks here. Support and score streaks. We've wanted to bring score streaks to zombies for a long time, and now that player progression is unified across modes, there's never been a better opportunity. While certain zombies maps have included some variants of these in the past, the new Dark Aether narrative offered the perfect chance to finally carry over some of the militarized versions into zombies to raise the stakes even higher. Sometimes you just need a little extra power to get out of a tight spot, and that's where support comes into play. At launch, the available support selection will include Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, the War Machine, Chopper Gunner, and Self Revive. So, Self Revives are support that you're going to have to interchange with Chopper Gunners and Sentry Turrets and War Machines, which is very, very interesting. I'm sure most people are going to be using Self Revive, let's be honest, but Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, that sounds pretty cool. Keep an eye out for one of these to pop out in the mystery box if you're lucky. Really? So you can change your support on the fly. That's interesting. And for those curious about how calling in a Chopper Gunner works without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies while you're controlling it, any support that takes perspective away from your character will temporarily make you immune to damage and ignored by enemies while it's deployed, as it should be. I know a lot of people were concerned about that. This ensures that parties of one can make use of support in solo games as well. Thank you, Treyarch, for clearing that up. I know a lot of people were concerned about that. It pays to stay resourceful during an undead invasion. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a chance of dropping resources including salvage, armor, and even lethal and tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. As you unlock equipment and score streaks through standard player progression, that content will become available at the crafting table in-game, and it can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. For example, a frag grenade is considered uncommon, whereas Symbol Monkey is a rare drop. So monkey bombs are going to be a drop, which is very, very interesting. We also have the optional exfil. Why die if you don't have to? Exactly. With the new option to exfil from the map, when your squad can't last much longer, you can roll the dice and try to survive long enough to escape with some extra rewards, but it won't be easy. Starting at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call an exfil. In a co-op game, a majority of the players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Okay, that's cool. At least you have to vote for it. It's not like one player can go, okay, we're ending the game now. At least you have to vote for it. Once triggered, the normal round will end and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals, risk versus reward. And I think that's a fantastic system that we're going to be earning rewards through this exfil system, and good on you, Treyarch. So we have a new ping system, and if you guys don't know what pinging is basically in Warzone, you can mark an area on the map, say, hey, go here, oh, hey, look at this. So it looks like that's coming into zombies as well, so that's pretty interesting. And then we have don't forget your treats. You didn't think we'd leave you empty-handed for Halloween, did you? We've got even more zombies goodies to share. So on Halloween tomorrow, we're going to get some new zombies information, which is going to be very, very interesting. We also have here the Echoes of the Damned theme for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. If you guys want to listen to that, I'll leave a link in the description, but it's a really cool theme, trust me. Treyarch then mentions the family portrait calling card once again, which is pretty funny. Thank you, Mr. Dalek JD. We have the official cosplay guide that Treyarch went over earlier in the week. And then we have this thing, Zombies Fan Kit. Last but not least, we've assembled everything you need to celebrate your love of zombies all in one place with our official Zombies Fan Kit, including screenshots, mobile wallpaper, key art, logo, profile pictures, cosplay guide. So thank you, Treyarch. I think I'll definitely be using this for some thumbnails. Thank you for that. Happy Halloween. We can't wait for you to jump into Die Maschine on November 13th and Black Ops Cold War, available for pre-order now. Stay spooky out there. Treyarch. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got so much new information today. I'm a little bit overwhelmed at all the new information we got, but ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this brand new systems, brand new perk upgrades, field upgrades, score streaks, all this craziness that's coming to Black Ops Cold War Zombies? What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments. This video was definitely a bit of a longer news video, but it definitely needed to be shared. So if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to stay updated with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending where you are in this crazy world. Stay spooky out there, and I'll see you guys next time.